windy here today, but gotta come out and check the sheep and cows. Remember what the weather is, you gotta take care of your animals. So I brought the truck down today. Didn't want to come out side by side, but let's go for a walk and see how they're doing today. I don't think any snow has been added to what we have on the ground. It's just blowing around. So here's my fence. Second wire on the bottom there is for sheep. Next up is for cows. A little bit of grazing happening here. I'll show you. Here's my dividing fence right over here. We'll go and take a look, and we'll see. They were on the other side of the fence there about a week ago, and you can kind of see already. I grazed out there a little more. Yeah, I must have just sat in that corner. Must have been something good down there. They're going down below, getting the green grass that grew in September. That was kind of the time that we got a little more rain. We were dry most of the summer, and then that rain came in September, turned the grass green down below. See if I can find some here. This is very slight, kind of hard to see it there, but there's some green down there. So we'll just see how they're doing. They might need to get a bale of hay in the next day or two, but right now, I think they're doing pretty good. We can kind of see the sheep there now, just ever so slightly. Cows are there. Horses are down on that side. Probably good for me to get out and walk around. Tell a lot by the weather, by getting into the way they are going to live. Whether they put their backs to the wind or they're facing the wind. And then you know if they need a little extra or they're doing just fine. See, they all got snow on their backs. Keep it nice and warm. Works as an insulation for them. Kind of a little hill here. They're kind of hiding down inside of it. And over there as well. Kind of in a low spot. So they know how to take care of themselves. You got to make sure that they have what they need to be in good condition. But they also need to be tough. So they're not breaking the bank. They will eat the seed heads. I've seen them do that once in a while. They don't, like, it's not the first thing they go to, but there's a little bit of something in there for them, as well as the green grass down below. They might be a little skittish. Not super relaxed. Yeah, they're a little skittish. One goes, they all go. I just need to spend a little more time on foot out here. Usually I'm in the side by side, and they don't mind that. They might think I'm a predator just because I'm not what they are used to every day. So they're smart. Get out of the way. It takes usually about half an hour of being out here and they calm right down. Here's their poo. Looks to be like it's in good condition. Here's a little grazing trail. Just found something tasty in there. Might have been some feed put out on the ground there a few years ago or something. We usually feed cattle in the spring on pasture. Keep the poo out of the corrals and some nutrients out in the grass. There's some more. Yeah, it just looks good from what I understand it's supposed to look like. So we have them This is a quarter section. We got that fence down the middle there I showed you earlier. So 80 acres on each side. We'll probably be moving. Oh, there's a guy, one of our rams, doing his job. We'll be moving out of here in 3 or 4 days. So it's just a little over a week that they're going to be on 80 acres. We'll just rotate them through the farm, kind of on that acre to days ratio throughout the winter, just to make sure we've got the grass we need in the spring to do some grazing, but also not to make the sheep work too hard. We want them to be able to just get what they need on the top and not be fighting for the, working off the good stuff and then going to the second stuff. They need to just have the good stuff and move on. There's a ram and a ewe right there looking at us. I've got about 20, 25 older ewes that have all lambed. Well, I guess closer to 35 because I had some ewe lambs lamb last year. But then I'd have close to 60 or more yearling ewes. So I'm hoping my lambing this year will be good. Last year it wasn't great. I only had ewe lambs, and I had about 20 lambs out of 60 that were out with the rams. So I was disappointed, but doing some more research, come to learn that they were just over 100 pounds. The chance of them breeding, gotta have really good conditions for them to breed. You gotta do a flush and all that. I'm still learning how to do all that. So I kept them. We'll see how they do this year. And the ones that did catch last year, I'm just hoping they're the top quality and they can really perform this year and not be stunted for whatever reason because of last year's lambing. So, yeah, they're in a little bit of a low spot here. Grass is decently tall, and I think if they were really struggling, they'd probably be scattered a little more. Maybe they'd be all clumped up. I'm not sure what exactly they'd be doing, but I'm just basically looking to see heads up, ears look good, nothing's all hunched over by itself. You can see right there, there's a ewe lamb on the left-hand side. So I don't know if she'll catch. She's just about 95 pounds. Look at the rams out. I was able to run them all across the scale just 2 or 3 days before I put the rams out. And the older ewes would probably be 170 to 180. And then the younger ones are down to like 150. So pretty tight average of 160 pounds for all of them. There are Corriedale with a Rambouillet and Targhee on the ewes, and then they have their fathers would have been Ile de France, and then I have Ile de France rams out here right now. We'll see what we decide to do with that, whether we keep the ewe lambs back, or if I try to find more ewes that don't have the Ile de France in them, put my rams with them, or go and get some other crossbreed, Rambouillet or Targhee rams back onto them. So here they've been grazing this a little more than some of the other spots. This is a low spot again, so maybe there's more green grass down in here. Getting their heads down in there. The wind's been filling up the kind of the spots they've been grazing. But you can see a little bit of green right down there. And there's the cows. I would say they're maybe taking it a little bit harder than the sheep, I think. Still learning to know what to look for with the sheep. Cows are generally pretty easy. You just kind of look their hip, in front of their hip, the left-hand side. Look at their backbone. to their hip bones. This must have been a little weed patch. Kind of looks like they've grazed this out pretty good because a lot of this field actually had a pretty good stand. We didn't graze it last summer, so it was up decently high and good to catch snow. So that's another reason we're going to be moving on to the next pieces, every 7 to 10 days throughout the winter, so I can leave the stand. Sheep are not impactful, I've noticed, on the crested wheat the way that the cows are. Because I've only got 8 cows, I don't have a whole lot of impact either. But either way, we can just keep the tall grass to catch the snow. I'll be pretty happy. But right now, just those 3 up to the front on the left-hand side, they are all my milking. So the bulls on the right and the little heifer on the cow. I would say they're the ones taking it a little harder, but it's supposed to warm up the next 2 days. So if the weather turns, then good. If not, then we might have to start giving a little bit of hay. Those 3 ewes are some new ones I got. Scotty mix. I'm not 100% sure what that is, but lots of wool, keep them warm. Nice clear face, clean face. I like that. That's what I like about the Al de France is they bring nice, clean forehead in, so I'm not worried about wool blindness. Oh boy, now I got to walk back. Wind and snow coming in my face. Well, I won't let you guys have to go through that, so I don't want you to go through that walking in the snow. There's the horses, maybe they're coming for a visit, but for now I'm going to let you go. Thanks for coming on a walk with me, and I'll keep you updated on what we decide to do with feed here. I am excited to see how well they will perform. The sheep are lambing in May, the cows are calving in June, so I think we'll be doing good, keep them in good condition in the early spring when the weather does get better. Have a good day.